Well, fellas, good morning. Apologies for I am late today, but that's okay, hopefully, because it's an extra day stream. It's a Friday stream, as well as I have some pretty exciting news. A lot of people told me, and I think they were even right, people made some really good points that recently I made a massive flip. I made my first ever secret shiny flip in PokeMMO. And people told me it was overpriced and it wasn't that great of a flip, and I thought it was solid overall, but I could have lowered the price. I saw myself over the course of a few weeks, if it didn't sell, lowering the price to 25, maybe 24ish mil at the lowest. But I understood that the secret shiny market is an economy that is very, very scarce. If you want to breed a secret shiny, there's only a few options you may have at your disposal. If you search for bug egg group and then do secret shiny, how many are even? There's 11 even on the GTL at all. So if one or two get bought up, all of a sudden the entire market changes. And thankfully, I was able to buy a secret shiny Butterfree with 31 speed and some other stats for 19.5 million Pokeyen. 19.5, and it has now sold for 30 million. That's a 33% profit on a flip. 33%. I'm very happy with that. A 10 million profit, boom. And that's what I wanted to do. Was someone, I was very lucky and very privileged where someone gave me a small loan, not a loan, but a small donation. That's the joke, right? A giant, massive, generous donation of 200 million Pokeyen. And I didn't want to just spend that, frivolously. I wanted to give some back to the community, which I've done. I've given around 20 to 30 mil back to the community, as well as, making giant flips like that. Giant returns, giant investments, and investments like this. Investments like dumping into mysterious Pokeballs or any sort of mysterious balls, honestly, is something I'm a huge fan of, especially during events. It's something I've had a lot of success with in the past. That doesn't mean it'll work this time. It could always go wrong. No investment is ever guaranteed. No investment is ever safe. Those were some cheap ones. When they go up super cheap like that, people buy them as singles, which I understand. I'm going to buy these up to a certain point. Let's go check Great Balls and see what I've got. I bought a few Great Balls earlier. Someone actually underlisted them. I bought just a few for I think 13 or 14K. Someone listed them for the same price as Pokeballs on accident. I'm gonna buy a few more. I think a few more Pokeballs, but I'm getting distracted. I do want to get into what today's stream is all about, which is mostly going to be catching up on raids. Number one, I have to do the Chimecho raid. There's two new raids. The raids dropping on 16-hour cycles instead of 24-hour cycles is totally changing how many raids we get in a day. We now got I think 2 raids within the past 24 hours or whatever. Or obviously it was a weird thing where I ended stream yesterday and there was 3 raids out, and then I started stream today. Now there's 5. It was the perfect time frame, right? It was super interesting. So we have a Chimecho raid to do. We have a Sawsbuck raid, and then we also have, I want to learn about Lost Presence, and I want to learn about the Stormy Scavenger Hunt, these other mechanics. I got to learn how to get the Star Cone hat. The best vanity in all of PokeMMO, true and real. I mean, I can't not walk away from this event with 20 of these, true and real. So let's try to figure things out today, jump into the Christmas event, as well as one more thing. I mean, number one, HelloFresh is right here. Link will be down in the description. If you want to support the stream, the best way to do it is via HelloFresh. And because of all the support via HelloFresh, I scheduled the stream, guys. A 10+ hour long stream is coming, okay? December 29th. Unfortunately, there's not much notice, so I apologize in advance, but there'll be VODs and a big stream recap. December 29th. I will be live today, Friday. I won't be live tomorrow on Saturday to take a small break. And then on the 29th, on Sunday, December 29th, I'll be doing a 10+ hour stream. 1 HelloFresh sub equals 1 hour. So right now it's at 10. It could get more. You have that whole stream. You have 3 days from now to actually do more HelloFresh subs. So if you want to get me to that 10-hour mark and string me along, you technically could, but be careful. It might not register. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for those affiliation things to register. So if you want to extend the stream, make sure to HelloFresh sub as soon as possible. I appreciate it. It's super generous. Best way to support me, and gets you some awesome food. It's a win-win-win. Anyways, let's actually play some PokeMMO. Check out the stream, though. I'm excited. Let's jump into today, fellas. Okay, someone just brought up possibly using Darkrai for this Chimecho raid, and it sounded so fun, and I almost did it, but I just don't think I need it. And this is very efficiency nerd. I think I'd rather save the Darkrai spawn, because it only happens, you only do it every few days or so. I'd rather save this just in case I need it for the like Mew fight, or if there is a Mew, like if there is a Mew fight, right? And there's a lot of discussion right now whether it's gonna be Mew or Jirachi. A lot of people are like, no, it's obviously gonna be Jirachi. Some people say it's obviously gonna be Mew. I think it could be either, or it could be a third option that no one's considering. I think the legendary that we get at the end of the what's it called? All the 12 raids. I think it's up in the air, honestly, between Mew, Jirachi, and some other third option we're not considering. But I'd rather save the Darkrai orb. I do have mystical watches. I could reset it, but I just don't see. I'd rather save the money. Why spend it, if you don't have to? So I'd rather save it. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep that in mind. But I encourage you. I think it's good to save the Darkrai orb. This is why we got this, using this for some sort of PvM type activity where it can actually be powerful and you can abuse it. So using it for some sort of final fight coming up here during an event like this can be super, super helpful. Hopefully we find it helpful. It'd be cool to actually have a use for Darkrai. We'll have to see, of course. Dude, that's the interesting ideas I like to see, Abe and Bag. You can use safety goggles to catch Dittos unironically. That's a smart option. That's cool, man. To like use Smeargle so they can't spore you back and stuff. I'm so curious to see. I feel like there's not a Ditto strat after Netballs got nerfed. I feel like there hasn't been a Ditto strat that's come along and like for sure been the best way to what's it called, right? For sure been the best way to replace it. I feel like it hasn't really been replaced super well. Got the heal block off there as well. That's super interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for I'm trying to, there's a couple different strategies that all seem somewhat equally viable that are popping up, but I haven't seen like a definitive strat. But we'll have to see, or if they are the definitive, it's like such a micro advantage, like it's better to just use Pokemon you enjoy or whatever works the best if it's a difference of a few thousand Pokeyen per hour. Someone said Shadow Cape going down by a lot. It's happening, boys. I said that when I was the only Shadow Cape, and I'm not proud of it, because for anyone who invests in the Shadow Cape, I'm sorry. I didn't want your item to go down. That sucks. But I was the only person. Everybody thought it was an amazing investment. And I get a lot of investments wrong. I'm not always right. But I thought that based on the quantity, there was like 300 or something of them on the GTL. It was based on the quantity. I was like, I do not think this is an item that should be worth this amount of Pokeyen, right? And it's gone down from like 12 mil to 8 mil to now. I guessed that it would reach 4 mil-ish at the lowest. And it's currently at 4.7 mil. Now, this is one that I called pretty well, and that doesn't always happen. I make mistakes for sure, but it's cool. It's cool to show off the ones I do call correctly, I guess, right? Someone mentioned this in chat, and I super agree with this, how raids make you realize how few PvM Pokemon you have, and how it really encourages you and motivates you to want to get and collect a ton more powerful PvM Pokemon. I have a lot of boxes of like PvP and PvM Pokemon. However, 2 of them are full of NU comps, right? For the most part. Obviously, these are kind of messy. Like Magnezone's obviously not an NU, yada yada, but like some of these are disorganized. But these are not, all of these, like Entei's in here, lol. None of these NU comps are good in raids. Almost none of them. And I'm at a position where I don't really play NU anymore. I might start selling off a lot of these comps. I've kind of been having the idea recently / the thought of where also just cleaning up. Like I have so many comps that are just like mediocre. Like well, this one isn't even trained. I don't what this is. Okay, this is not a comp. Wait, let's move this over to cell 6. Sorry, my boxes are so unorganized as well. But like things like this Caracosta, right? This is a solid mixed Caracosta. It's 25 plus and everything. But like, how often do I use Caracosta? Do I really need this in my boxes? I have this Marowak that's naughty nature, suboptimal nature, no 31s. The Trick Room Marowak, not moveset. I might reach a point. I might do something where I like auction off. I might organize these, and I might auction off a ton of Patrouski OT comps. That's just a thought that I'm working on. So if you ever wanted a Patrouski OT comp, I want to sell them just auction them off and do something with that maybe for fun. We'll have to see. But I don't need this many Pokemon. I just don't. I don't need this many Pokemon. They're not going to use. I like collecting Pokemon. I like having a lot of them. I will keep. I think I have a wall right in here. Like this Wartortle, I really like, even though it's not that good. I really like it. But even then, I don't. Maybe I would sell this because like I don't need a Wartortle that's this bad. I think I need to go back and essentially I made a lot of these mons when I was scrappy and scavenging for Pokeyen, right? I have a ton of Pokeyen now. I don't need to have all these, like this serious natured Exceldor. I don't need this, right? I could just sell this, And it is Quacks OT, which is cool. Or sorry, wait. No, it's called Quacks. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. It's from 2018. I can just sell this and go make it 5x31 and actually have good Pokemon in my boxes. The box space is at this point more valuable to me than just having the versatility of the Mons, which wasn't always the case. So it's kind of like the next step. It's kind of like a next step / next evolution in my PokeMMO journey. Is going back and seeing and kind of de-hoarding, I guess. Seeing what Mons I want to keep, like this Rhydon, right? Do I really need this? Comp Rhydon? Like, I don't think I need this. It's cool, but the stats are not great. Like, it's 0 speed for Trick Room. It's cool, but I don't need it. So I'm gonna clear my boxes soon, and we'll figure that out. We'll see. We'll do an auction at some point. That'll be fun, and we'll rebreed a lot of things. The ones that I want to keep, we'll rebreed as 5x31s, as good Pokemon, as good comps. But then also just go for a lot of OU Pokemon. Go for a lot of PvM raid Pokemon. I'll use those a lot more. So we'll do a cleaning session soon and really switch up essentially everything I own. Now, I'm trying to learn Lost Presents, and they're extremely simple. It seems like you literally just listen to Lost Present callouts in the Discord and then just go and check them. It's extremely simple, but also like weirdly confusing in my opinion. Where like, how many do you? It's supposed to get 2 every 10 minutes, but then there's also some weird things with that. Like there's sometimes an extra one. It's very weird. I do have 5 Lost Presents, so I'm gonna go try to turn them into Santa and see what happens. You found some. Take this as a reward. Okay, so 3. So gotcha. So I've been getting those Lost Presents. I don't know how long that exactly took me, but I got 3 Xmas presents from them, which is currently worth around 19k, 20k, something like that. Maybe like 18k after listing fees or whatever. So 18k in, I want to say 30 minutes. That's really not good Pokeyen. I am shocked. This might be one of the worser events that I've seen for Pokeyen per hour in terms of pretty much all the activities, like Lost Presents. What's the other thing? Lost Presents, Swarm Farm, which I did for a little bit. I feel like the better money is just sort of making investments or flipping on the GTL if you have access to that. But it's still solid, especially if you're a newer player. Like that's mostly what grinding events like this is for. Maybe it's like an arguable thing that's not a good thing to be able to grind like 300k per hour during events, like for veterans and stuff. Like maybe it's a good thing for new players to just be able to easily get like 100 to 200k Pokeyen per hour. Pretty chill and fun and festively, right? But after you turn in 100 Lost Presents, it seems like you do get access to the Starmie Scavenger Hunt, which is kind of similar to Lost Presents, it seems like. Like you have to like run around and find the star where the Starmie's gone. All this information, the best way to find guides and all the information on this is honestly just in my Discord. And I can't even take credit for it. It's my community and my Discord mods that really compile all that information. So just in my Discord, you have Xmas pings, Starmie Scavenger Hunt, present drops, Lost Presents, mysterious ball drops, people opening up those and showing what Pokemon are in those, etc, etc, etc. But I feel like I understand, unless there's an untradeable from Lost Presents, I don't feel like I'm gonna do them. I think prioritizing, which I don't think there is, I think it's the Starmie stuff, prioritizing untradables is the most important thing to me. And then other than that, I just want to abuse the holiday boost and go shiny hunt. So at this point in the event, we're only around 3 or 4 days in. I might just be in full shiny hunt mode, plus do the daily raids to get access to the end of the event legendary raid. I could also start preparing Pokemon, EV training, XP training, and working towards the Heat Trend strats, but I'm in no rush for that because that doesn't need to be done during the event itself. The Heat Trend raid is permanent and will stick around. So I think from this position, it's shiny hunting time, boys. Let's go do some single encountering somewhere. You know what, fellas? I think it's time. I'm going to reward myself. We've done a lot of grinding, a lot of working and learning new things and pushing hard to learn the event and do tons of things. I'm going to go ahead and buy the purple Christmas sleigh. My new favorite vanity, my favorite mount vanity in PokeMMO. We're going to equip it. We may even drink some adult beverages this stream. And we're going to go shiny hunt for Bagon. And we're going to see ourselves a little green fellow today, okay? True and real, 100% accurate. Let's see if we can abuse this holiday boost. Maybe I'll pop a shiny charm. Have increased. We're down to 20k rate. You know what, fellas? It's been a while since I've had a good shiny on stream. Some might say it's been too long. And you know what? I think it's time to break that streak. I think it's time to change things. To modify history. To set history. To pop a shiny charm on top of my donator status on top of the holiday boost, and then shiny hunt single encounter for one of the most desired single encounters in PokeMMO, in Shiny Bagon, who used to be, back in 2013, the rarest shiny and most coveted and respected shiny in all of PokeMMO. Today, he's a little bit different in terms of how you shunt him, and a little bit, you know, less respected, but still very respected. And it would be very nostalgic and very triumphant for me, okay? So let's go ahead, give her our best shot, pop the shiny charm, have a few drinks, talk to chat, celebrate the holidays, and hopefully see a green shiny little boy. Dude, this is so insane, Flappin', and I'll probably do something similar where I like go through and watch all of my shiny reactions of the year, probably of all time, honestly, during the stream coming up on Sunday, the big 10-hour plus stream. But you got 3 egg shinies this year. That's insane. 3 egg shinies in 1 year is ludicrously impressive. Ludicrously, ridiculously, unbelievably impressive. Like, this is so sick. What are the dates on all these? Cyndaquil was this is a backward month to whatever. Also, wait, what? Were these back-to-back months? Wait, that's even... Bro, what? You got this on the 6th month of the year. Was that June? I'm so bad. June, July, August? Did you get them back-to-back-to-back months? That is actually unbelievable. That's even more... I didn't even... Wow. That's unbelievable. Back-to-back. That's unbelievable. And they're all starters? That's amazing, Flappin'. That's like seriously one of the most impressive egg consistency streaks I've seen. That's so sick, man. Congratulations. That's a really, really cool end of year recap. Yeah, someone asked on how to move the shiny charm timer and the holiday boosters. Everybody has this on their screen now. If you aren't familiar, for whatever reason, there's an invisible border around pretty much everything in PokeMMO. So there's an invisible border around this. You can actually click and drag. So if you want to move the holiday boost square to a different like location or spot on your screen, you can click and drag. There's a little invisible, it might be a little tricky to find at first, but it should be pretty easy. I don't know why there's an invisible border. If you click B on your and open your bag, you can actually see the hotkey invisible border, and if you click B, it goes away. Can't explain why that's the case, but that's just how it works, and I've discovered that. That's what I use to change my UI in game. This is a good quick question. How do I remove the Santa beard cosmetic? You might not know if you don't have like another face slot or whatever. A lot of people probably just haven't even seen this menu in the game, but if you go to the bottom right and click the little like, you know, menu icon, go to customization, you can bring up the actual like super nice vanity selector, and you can go to face Santa beard and click none if you want to unequip it. I'm going to keep it equipped because it's a banger vanity, but yes, it's good to know for the future. If Christmas passes, you want to get rid of it, move on to a different holiday, different outfit. That should help you out really quickly. Okay, I'm Shalfa checking this Persian, and normally I wouldn't try to catch it, but we quick ball it and hope for the best. Come on, that'd be so good. Close. That was actually a heart thumper. This is also a fantastic question, and it kind of goes into like 2025 goals. To be fair, this was my 2024 goals as well. I did not do a good job. 2025. Someone asked me the question: do you have future collabs coming up soon? Collabs is something I need to work on so much because it's just so beneficial for everybody. You get more eyes on PokeMMO, more eyes on different creators who are making great content. It's fun. It's also fun, exciting, you know, banter. It's a great time. Collabs are amazing. I want to do more collabs in 2025 with other creators, and I want to play more non-PokeMMO games. Now, don't worry, this channel will still be 95, 98% PokeMMO. This is my game. I love it very much, unless something drastically changes or whatever. But I always say something I'm not very good at as a content creator is I don't jump on trends enough. I'm never going to be a trend jumper at all times, like always playing the most popular game, blah, blah, blah. That's not fun to me. I like to stick with my anchor, PokeMMO. But when something like PokeRogue is popping off, when something like, you know, whatever, it's really important because it's an excited, energized player base that I could try to introduce PokeMMO to. That's what I care about, is like trying to, number one, try out a new game and giving my Pokemon MMO player perspective and thoughts. That's already fun and I enjoy that, right? But then secondly, if I can convert players from like Pixelmon, like I made some Pixelmon videos, and that honestly I was shocked at how many Pixelmon players were like looked at my other videos and were like, hey, what's PokeMMO? I have to be exploring more Pokemon and more PokeMMO adjacent things to bring in new players, as well as it's just fun. It's also just exciting for the PokeMMO players to sometimes shake it up. PokeMMO is a phenomenal game, incredible game. It's the only game like it, and I love it to death. It's my favorite game right now. However, sometimes it can be a boring game. It can be a dry game. It can be a little draining. I can feel like I can shake it up and almost always enjoy it, but sometimes it's just nice to have that break, you know? No matter how much you love something, balance is key. If I love chicken pot pie, if I eat chicken pot pie every single day, 10 hours a day, eventually I'm going to want to eat something else, you know? So sometimes doing that a little bit more in 2025 would be beneficial in my opinion. Alrighty, fellas. We are 4.5 hours into the Friday stream. I had an absolute blast. We touched on, I think, basically every piece of holiday content, like event content at this point. And now it's just time to shiny hunt for the rest of the event, pretty much. Maybe go for more raids. We'll definitely go for more raids and maybe work towards Heatran. We'll have to see. But I will see you guys Sunday. No stream tomorrow on Saturday, but I will see you Sunday for the big, fatty 10+ hour stream. Big events. Should be fun. Like the video if you enjoyed it. As always, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon videos every single day. Follow the Discord. Join the Discord to join a really cool community that is wildly helpful during events like this. Thanks to the community and my mods, not even due to much of my work. And just thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. HelloFresh sub. If you want to support the channel, it's the best way to do so, and you get awesome food. Super generous commission, and is what's pushing me and driving me and allowing me to do a giant stream on Sunday. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for all your time. Have fun playing PokeMMO, and good luck on your holiday boost shunts. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Areno. Hey, what's up? Patrouski here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me, and if your name is listed here, that means you went above and beyond and supported the channel financially, which allows me to even be here and have the time to do this. So thank you so very much.